Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to your extended. So we were looking at following the signs to abundance this morning. Spirit was guiding us on how to get to the land of milk and honey. Also made a few allusions to the game of cribbage, which has strategy inside of it. The number 15 kept coming up, which of course 1 plus 5 is 6. So a lot of hard work in a very spiritual way to get us where we're needing to be going. And they're saying if you're not there yet, well, you need to find a way to get there, to do it. We have good cheer here. Oh, okay, I love this because it does feel very much like the Three of Cups here with the rejoice in celebration, and it says, with kind heart and humor free, may good cheer rule, so mote it be. So Spirit wants you to just find happiness in your heart. Find your sweet spot, you know, your happy place, if you will. Some place that you can be happy. You'll find a lot of happiness in the now. It's going to really guide you to where you need to be. Okay, in other words, like, you know, everybody wants a happy party, not an unhappy party. So it's almost like saying, how can I put this? When you're not feeling great or when things feel off, well, you're not going to be doing this stuff, okay? You're not going to have a sunny disposition. So they're talking a lot about a sunny disposition being a very big key in you finding happiness, joy, and contentment in your life. That's so important. A lot of people think, oh, yeah, you know, sure. But we think of the moment, but we don't think too much of it. But really and truly, we should. We really should. We should have more time to enjoy. A good get-together it does really stick in your mind and in your memory, and it really makes an impact on your life. When you recollect certain great moments, that's where you tap into, right? Oh, I remember that day was such a good day with friends, with family, whatever. So it's very important that you really tap into that stuff. Let's see here. Mother Earth, she's been coming out a lot. I've read it a lot, but I'm going to read it again. Because there may be something here for people who are new, who haven't read, are not used to this card. So, it's now to reconnect to the flow of nature, where everything is a constant state of harmony and balance. So again, they're giving you like pointers right now on how to find that balance. Because sometimes you say, oh, it's that good feeling, but you know, how can I connect to that good feeling? How can I strengthen that bond so that will lead me to where I need to go? And it's like a cheat sheet to tell you how to connect to it so that you may avoid certain types of bad feelings, you know, which prevents you of making the wrong decision, throwing down the wrong card in cribbage where, you know, suddenly your opponent has the advantage. Okay, the strategy. The strategy's behind, and this is what it's saying right here. It's time to reconnect the flow of nature. Everything's a constant state of harmony and balance. If you reconnect to that with Mother Earth, you will be getting a flow that is really, really good. Okay, and it says, yeah, to do some earthing as well, breathing, the natural energy of the earth, okay? And they're saying that, of course, the earth is a breathing being and offering abundance and healing energies to you to connect to at any time, okay? She nurtures, feeds, supports, grounds, and protects us. Connecting deeply with her will be open to receive her powerful, is opening yourself to receive her powerful qualities, okay? You are encouraged to take a moment in nature and tune into your heartbeat as you feel the love that she has to offer. So again, we're tapping into the love, to the higher frequency. and it's to receive her blessing. Okay, allow her energy to fill you up, refresh you, and wash you away. And that's what I was thinking about, renewal and refreshing. I feel that it's really connected as well with the Ace of Cups that we were talking about this morning. If it's your first time here and you haven't seen the video, I suggest you go see the morning video first and then come back to this one. This is the extended from Spirit, where they kind of put more emphasis on what we've been looking at and what I've been reading for the energies for you. This is really about tapping into the heart. There's green here a lot. Rejoice and celebration. Okay? Okay, what else do I pull here? Let's pull from this one here, the Soul Coaching. The cards are coming out really, really. Fulfillment. Joy abounds in all areas of my life. Okay, so we have the word joy. Again, I'm talking, and this morning I was talking about that flower that started to open up, and there it is, okay? So the flower will completely open up, but you have to really, you have to be going after it. You have to work at that. You have to be open to the signs. There's a lot of signs, as they said, message in a bottle coming in. Be open to the signs. Be open to receive them, okay? You have the third eye chakra and you have the intuition. They're both telling you something. They're telling you what you need to listen to, okay? It's going to bring you victory and as well stability. So important in the way you do things and the way you see things. Let's see here. I'm going to take from the Good Tarot. Right. So, of course, you have to put an end to anything that is not suiting you. Any kind of stress in your life, you have to put an end to it, okay? You have to let them fly away above your head and make them dissipate, make them, I don't know, release them, okay? This is what I feel this card says all the time. You look up and go, it's gone, okay? Release this, let it go, and absolutely, let me see here. It says graceful endings and hopeful beginnings meet, a point of epiphany, an end to an old ways of thinking. It's all up from here as I bless the ending, grateful for the lessons I have learned that can free me from patterns that no longer serve me. I allow my circumstances to end with grace, as I know something better can appear at any time. I am thankful that from now on I can respond differently to any challenging situations. And that's being aware of the signs. When this doesn't feel right, you know that you need to switch something up. Things need to change, right? You need to let them fly away and let them be, let them go. Right. Release them. Release the blocks. The Two of Swords is always about being a balancing act. A balancing out that you, it's a standstill. And in the standstill, there is always, as they were talking about this morning, there's always a reason for it. Okay? There's a reason for standstills. They should be seen as keys and clues that something is amiss or something is not going where it should be. This is the one true gift that they can give you as spirits who are in the other realm. They can help you see that maybe you need to take a closer look at this, or maybe there's a reason it's just not working out well today, okay, or this week, or this idea, or whatever. It may not be completely clear to you at the moment, but if you think of a lot of things in your life, Pisces, and look back on them now, you'll probably see a moment of, that's why that didn't work out. Or, I learned so much from that experience. Okay? Right. Look for the new in all things. The Page of Fires. New ideas, new situations. Okay? When good news comes in, then you know that things are going where they are. You know, when you say, that was gratuitous. You know, that came in, and it came in so quick, like it was meant to be. Aha. Yes. A lot of things happen that way, okay? And this is learning to use energy to meet your goals. learning to use that wonderful, swift energy that comes in and feels right so that you can go for it. Messenger of water. The beautiful Knight of Cups. The impulsive dreamer. The emotional intensity. Very passionate we are. I feel that we're getting a lot of information when it comes to that. The thing is with the Messenger of Water, which is the Knight of Cups, is that they got highs and lows. I feel more the Page as us, as the young dreamer. The Knight is like, to me, has always been the Casanova card, but it's like a love him and leave him. But for me, it brings in the energy of quickly in, quickly out. So it's like a flow of energy. It's like we don't get attached. It's not getting attached to anything, but feel very passionate about it. And this what makes it really good. It's bad in one way, but good in another, is that we can quickly attach ourselves to an idea, but quickly detach ourselves from it as well. The thing is that they're asking us to look a little further, a little deeper, Pisces. When things don't work, instead of being passionately angered by it, take a moment and just try to figure out why it's not working. And then use the innate, beautiful, flowing communications between these two to get the idea or get the general meaning of it, okay? The pearl of the situation, okay? Like they say sometimes, oh, that was a pearl of wisdom. Well, accumulate those pearls of wisdom. She has many here, from what I can see, from this communication, from this constant learning. Okay, and attach to an idea, then detach, because some of these you're going to have to let go and you're just going to have to move forward. I really feel that's what this is. You're going to be much better for it. You're going to feel much better for it. Right. The Five of Water. This is a card of looking back, an emotional and feeling out of balance. Feeling out of balance, again, is a definite source of stop and see. Am I repeating patterns from before? Am I doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result? This is always the way to look at things, and don't beat yourself up so much about it, okay? Don't beat yourself up about the fallen cups. It's looking at what's left and working with that. They're showing me it's like, well, those three things didn't work, but the last two might, or one of them might, okay? Always look forward in optimism and in not just a fool's way of optimism, but in a optimistic way of looking at things, as in, well, I know what doesn't work, now let's try what works. In other words, with a lot of knowledge and skill, okay? Like the King of Swords that we see, a lot of mastery. Don't go on a fool's journey, go on a journey of knowledge. So you can look at things and say, well, that didn't work, but why didn't? Why didn't it? Why is it not working? So Spirit works the same way. They'll keep throwing stuff in front of you until you realize, well, that's not working, and why is it not working? And move forward from that, okay? Don't dwell on the failures. Don't see them as such. See them as stepping stones or learning experiences, is absolutely what they're saying here. Right. It's the only way to transform. Okay. It's all about transformation. Again, they're showing me the white room. When they show me the white room, I always think to myself, if you stand in a white room and you're white, where's the contrast? How do you know you're in a white room? How do you know you're white? Unless there's a corner of darkness or something you have to overcome, you're never going to know what that feels like. So transformation comes after you've overcome something, when you've risen out of the ashes of something that was causing you problems. Something that a lesson that you had to learn, something that you had to steer away from or steer into, depending on whatever, okay? So you've made the decision, and again, yeah, you've gone. This is 4. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4, 5, 6, 15, 2, 15, 4. They're showing me cribbage again, okay? So this is the beginning, the first step in your journey of what you're supposed to be learning. The 8 of water. Okay, so very much like the 6. The 6, to me, when they come out, the 6 of swords, the 8 of cups is shortly coming out with it. It's always been the way, and it probably always will be. They're very much connected to each other, as in they're moving away from something into something new. Spirit says the most important lesson here, the most thing that they repeat all the time, that people see, that they always say, why me? And why me is that they're saying that this is a gift, okay? This is your fortune, the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that, okay? This is something for you to complete. It's a 10, okay? The thing about this is, Pisces, is that it's a gift. It's not a why me. It's a thank you, okay? This is what we should be sending up every time we feel we've put our foot in a pile of crap in our lives. Because somebody, our spirit, our inner self, our inner guidance, our spirit guides, our loved one, you name it, they're sending us messages to let us know that things need to change somewhere. They're desperately trying to show you the way, to guide you out of where you're going, of what you're doing, okay? That's a gift. So it's not why me, it's thank you, and what do I need to see? Okay, that should be the flip. And that's absolutely what's going on here. Sometimes you get the really biggest signals that it's time to transition. Sometimes you're not leaving something. Sometimes you're just moving on to something bigger. Okay, you're taking another step. You're going forward in another way. You may be afraid, but Spirit is gently pushing and guiding you and just giving you enough pressure to tell you it's time to move forward in this direction. It's time to go towards this. There's prosperity, and there's your innate sense of who you're supposed to be. You will feel more like you, and you will feel more on your journey and your path when you follow the calling and the guidance that we are giving you. Okay? So very important. You have to follow the guidance that Spirit is trying to offer you at this point. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see, Pisces. Ooh. The Rose's Kiss, which is a 9, and we have the Storyteller, which is an 8. So let's see how this applies here. Okay, the Rose's Kiss. Joy, experiencing pleasure, deep satisfaction and enjoyment, desires acknowledged, 5 sensory reality. Wow. Okay, so this is definitely talking about how you experience things. So they really want you to rely on your senses to know whether you're doing what you're doing and if you're going where you're supposed to be going, okay? This is where intuition links in to you as well, to everything that you do in life, okay? This is your spiritual strength, okay, right here, So here we go. Take a deep breath and center on the feeling of joy. Can you allow your senses to awaken, to connect with your innate desire to experience all life has to offer? Pleasure is part of life. Let yourself surrender to it today, okay? It says, our modern times often present a false ideal of how we are meant to experience the world. Connections are lost and distorted by our over-reliance on technology. Just look around and see how few people actually maintain eye contact or engage in conversation. I've noticed that. I'm an eye contact person, just putting it in here, Pisces. That makes people really uncomfortable. Wow, does it ever. I feel like they suddenly don't know where to place themselves. Okay? Instead of tapping away at a screen, pause and consider how you can make more intimate contact. Connecting with nature. Here it comes again. We had that here, right? A connection to nature somewhere. Yeah, we had, yeah, this card right here. The Mother Earth, right. Enjoying the sensual pleasures of sex or being aware of sensation of taste, touch, smell, sight, and sound may be important right now. How do your sheets feel? Can you reach out and feel the heat and softness of your companion animal nestled beside you? Be present to another person, see them, and let yourself be seen. Your 5 senses are aching to be engaged right now. This is an invitation to get out of your head and into your body. You may be a spiritual, intelligent being, but right now the emphasis should be on having a sensory experience. This is a sacred part of this gift of life. Again with a gift, right? By being present to a sensual world, you invite an even deeper spiritual experience. Good. I'm glad they put that in there. Because by looking around and feeling present in your moment, very grounded right now is what they're saying, is that you will invite even more perception of sensories, of knowing how you feel and how to deal with it when it comes in, right? Amazing, isn't it? Perhaps it is really time to stop and kiss the roses. The rose, okay, but be careful about the stem. Okay, so we have the storyteller, which is 17. I'm going to take a look. Identity, positive self-definition, teaching others how to treat you through the stories you tell about who you are. Okay. Do you know the story you tell others about who you are? You are a unique being with unique talents, absolutely. And a story unique to you and your experience. In fact, your destiny can be found in the way you weave together these threads of yourself in the world. If there's anything in your life you want to change, then it's time to adjust the story you tell about yourself. Perhaps you're too self-deprecating or apologetic about how you shine, minimizing your power so others will accept you. Perhaps the way you voice your expectations diminishes your ability to succeed. Absolutely. Are you too willing to tolerate a less than supportive environment? It's easy to be in denial when it comes to others and their behavior towards you. Understand, however, that you teach people how to treat you through how you talk about yourself. Once you recognize what story you're telling others about how to treat you, you can tell a different one. What if you could connect to your true power as a co-creator of your reality? The story originates in your mind, how you think, your conditioning and past experiences, how you view the world and what you expect to see in it. The truth is, Pisces, you have everything you need to tell a new tale and weave more blessings into the world as your unique contribution. In fact, practice speaking of your amazing success, your overflowing abundance, and all the love that surrounds you. Soon the outer world will tell the same story back to you. Absolutely. Okay? Remember to believe in yourself, Pisces. Remember to be kind to yourself. This is the big last message from Spirit telling you. It begins within you. Okay? Be kind to yourself and know that you deserve all these beautiful sensory pleasures that are there, and as well be good to yourself and what you tell others about yourself. And believe it, okay? You are a beautiful human being, and you have to make sure that others know this as well. When you work in this higher vibration, You're working at avoiding all these pitfalls that you fall in, these wrong turns that you're doing. It's about, that's what I was trying to say at the beginning. It's about, right, these two cards at the beginning, the good cheer and stuff, that's all part of these cards. Hit the problem at the source before it gets into something else, into trying to avoid stuff, okay? And to have to look at the signs. If you start in a place of already being open and spiritual and tapping into everything that you have, there's less chances of you taking a wrong turn that you have to correct later. And that is exactly what this is. That's the big message here, okay? So this has been your extended Pisces. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you got a lot from it. I did. Avoid the pitfalls by being better and kinder to yourself, by enjoying life to the fullest to begin with. And yeah, I'm sending you lots of love, light, blessings. Please take care of yourself, stay safe, and I will see you in Saturday's reading. Wow. Yeah, we're going towards the last weekend of the month of June, you guys. Amazing, amazing. Take care of yourself. I will see you real soon.